What's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. So, Mr. McGregor had been in the news recently. I was talking about this fight with somebody the other day. Figured we'd take a look at what actually happened because, from what I've been hearing, seems like most people didn't watch the fight. Well, the people that are talking about it, seems like most of them, well, I don't know. Let's just say I disagree with the narrative, the prevailing narrative. Anyway, I don't believe I made any videos about this fight as it was about to happen, but maybe I did. I don't remember. But I liked the fight. I didn't understand the hysteria, to be honest, but you know, people tend to be more emotional than rational. And yes, there's a difference between a passionate emotional delivery that's reasonable within reason and just being emotional for the sake of being emotional and not thinking clearly, okay? Anyway, what is this, WWE? This clown. The reason why I wasn't against the fight is because I thought it was going to be competitive as long as it lasted. I had a feeling that Conor McGregor, and I don't know too much about his MMA career, but from what I understand, he fights at a much higher weight than this. At that time, he was fighting at a much higher weight. And so I knew he was going to be a little bit physically depleted. Floyd was going to drain him because that's what he does. And on top of that, you know, him being a 5-round fighter at the most, 5-minute round fighter, obviously from a different sport. I just didn't think he had what it took. Experience, stamina, mostly stamina. Obviously experience too, but I thought stamina was going to be a very important factor in this fight. I just didn't think he had it in him to go 12 rounds, you know. And that's kind of what happened, and I think Floyd knew it too. But I liked the fight as it was being talked about because I did see a little bit of Conor McGregor, and I knew that he's athletic, he's fast, and that he can box a little bit. The biggest problem, besides stamina obviously, and lack of experience, that Conor McGregor was going to have against Mayweather, and I was convinced of this having seen him spar Paulie Malignaggi, was his punch technique is garbage. So, you know, it was hard for me to see how he was going to be able to make an impact on Floyd with his punches. But he's pushing Floyd back. He just landed 3 punches. He's beating up his body, right? He sets off his shots and then he gets out of range. He's probing a lot. He's able to get the dominant foot position on Mayweather, switching stances. The fight just started and McGregor is, exerting himself, pushing the pace. McGregor can box, man. Obviously, his punch technique is shit, but he's not bad. He could beat some boxers. Maybe in like 6-8 rounders that look a little bit low, maybe on the belt. But you see him probing. You see him controlling his opponent after he punches. You see? McGregor got skills. He understands boxing a little bit. Partial blow right there. Right? Floyd can't handle the footwork so far. McGregor is too quick with his hands and his feet. He's constantly landing his jab there. He's controlling the distance. Floyd Mayweather looks to be low blowing. No, that was a clean punch. Was that the first punch that Mayweather threw? Maybe. Body punch, right? First punch he threw was a body punch. Why? Well, because he knows McGregor can't go 12 rounds, right? And he's going to help him out. Whoa, look at that. There's power on that punch. Not terrible power, but it sent Mayweather back, right? Boom. Best punch of the fight, definitely. See how McGregor controlled Mayweather's glove a little bit there? Maybe slapped it down, did he? No, he just checked it and landed that left hand. Floyd is rolling a lot of these punches. He's taking power off some of the shots. But they're scoring, right? See how McGregor's controlling the distance with his jab and constantly probing with that lead right hand. Mayweather can't touch him, right? So far. Mayweather's trying to land the right hand. Whoa. McGregor's not bad, guys. He slips the punch and counters with an uppercut left hook that Floyd doesn't seem to get hit with. Maybe to the body got him a little bit. See? Floyd Mayweather going to the body. Conor is constantly touching him with that little jab. Controlling the distance, scoring, right? Gets him with the little left hand. Floyd backs, he rides the shot, but he got hit. Floyd's going to the body. He just, what did he throw? 4 punches so far? 3 of them to the body? Conor answers, but I don't think it gets there. Switches stances on him. Does a little bit of holding and hitting. See, another problem that McGregor was going to give Mayweather, and it's apparent here, besides hitting him with uppercuts, boom, just landed an uppercut, as you can see. Uppercut, right hook. I might have said left hook before. Seems like he was training that combination. But the problem that McGregor was going to give Floyd, boom. Floyd's good at reacting to punches. But they get there, just not with a lot of power. But Conor McGregor's size, height and reach, right? That's why Floyd Mayweather's coming forward, because Conor has a height and reach advantage and he's maintaining distance. He's forcing Floyd to come forward, which is what you got to do to beat Mayweather. Well, I know he's never been beaten officially, but the point I'm trying to make is that Mayweather sucks at coming forward. A lot of people would say he can't fight coming forward. It's something that's said about a lot of fighters, usually saying they can't fight going backwards, you know what I mean? A lot of people say that when, they can, they're just not very good at it. Or maybe they don't do it very often because they're able to push their opponent back because, hey, guess what? Maybe they're bigger, stronger. Maybe they got better boxing skills. You know what I mean? Anyway, Conor McGregor clearly won the first round. Outboxed Floyd, controlled the distance, the pace. Floyd might have been the ring general, but not 100% of the time. McGregor had better defense. And, yeah, he outboxed Mayweather, right? Exposed maybe the fact that Mayweather's not that good at coming forward. And I know Mayweather was taking his time studying McGregor, blah, blah, blah. But all he did was basically throw the right hand, right? And a jab. He hardly threw anything. It's crazy how easily McGregor is able to get Mayweather in the corner, right? Without even throwing punches. Mayweather's legs ain't what they used to be. McGregor's not really able to land anything, but, this is effective aggression. He's pushed Mayweather into the corner. Maybe Mayweather got him with the little counter right hand. No, he missed. McGregor's good at slipping punches. His technique is shit, though. You see how he throws his shots? He's outboxing Mayweather going backwards, right? Mayweather has problems with Conor's reach and size advantage. See what he tried to do there? Pull the glove down, right? And land the left hand. Boom. Didn't work. Got him with the little jab. Floyd is having hella problem trying to close the distance, right? There he gets him with the little right hand, but almost gets cracked with the counter. Mayweather's trying to slap McGregor's lead hand down and land the right hand, right? Don't think he landed that one, I'm not sure. Nothing really happening, right? Besides McGregor tapping Floyd with these little punches that aren't very effective. Takes a right hand to the body, looks like. Man, Conor really has nothing on his shots. And I know Floyd got out of range there, but I don't know. Another body shot by Floyd. Conor answers. A lot of body punches from Floyd, right? Conor hits him with the jab and grazes him with the little whatever that was. Counters Floyd with the left hand to the body, makes him miss, makes him pay. Lands a left hand. Yeah, Floyd rides the punch, lands another one. There's really nothing on those shots, man. I don't know. Either he has shitty technique or he's really trying not to hurt Floyd or something. Probably the technique. Yeah, he misses and gets countered with nothing very effective. Jab by McGregor to the body. Double left hand. Just little taps. McGregor doesn't have much problem hitting Floyd when he starts throwing punches. But there's really nothing on them. He just doesn't have the power, I guess. Some holding and hitting. See, I don't think McGregor is being intentionally dirty. It's just, I think his MMA instincts are taking over and kicking in, and whatever the case may be, he's not being very effective. But, again, he was controlling the distance. He landed more punches than Floyd. Didn't really get hit much. Didn't even allow Floyd to throw many punches. Got him in the corner just like he did there. Floyd couldn't cut the ring off on him, right? Well, he's still not able to. And McGregor's doing different things. He's dictating, right? He comes forward when he wants to come forward, and he backs up when he wants to back up. He's controlling Mayweather. I mean, that's bullshit what he's doing there, but it's not doing any damage. But he's busy. He's out working Floyd. That was slick. Caught that punch. Yeah, Floyd has a very difficult time reaching McGregor. McGregor's just out of range for him and too quick. Looks like another right hand to the body by Mayweather. I mean, he's throwing most of his punches to the body, right? Another one gets countered and gets hit with the jab as they fall into a clinch. I think McGregor initiated it. Nice body punch there by McGregor. Oh, that's some bullshit right there. I guess he just can't help himself. I don't know. Looks like he just ate a counter left hook, McGregor did. But answered with his own, a few more than what Mayweather hit him with. Lands his jab. Floyd's trying to pull and counter, right? Floyd telegraphs a lot of what he does. He's just been able to get away with it because he's so fast. Obviously, the pull counter is a telegraph move anyway, but if you know how to bait it, if you probe, you could get him to do it, or try to do it, and then you could get a beat on it. See, Floyd's just going to the body constantly. There he got him with the right hand upstairs. I took a couple jabs and the left hand to the body. Floyd's punches are more powerful, but McGregor is outworking him like 3-1, right? Bam. More than that. 2 more jabs. I don't think that landed. And Floyd's struggling to get close to this dude. It's just single shots from him, right? Floyd's not really setting his punches up. He just wants to slap McGregor's hand out of the way or occupy him and drop the right hand just down the middle, either to the body or upstairs. And I don't know. It looks to me like Floyd's starting to go low a little bit. Oh, McGregor, what are you doing? What are you doing? Floyd's very one-dimensional in this fight, right? He's just doing the same thing over and over. He's persistent, but I think he got outboxed, right? So, 3-zip McGregor. Left hand down the pipe. McGregor's kind of following the same pattern, right? He comes out fast and then backs away from Floyd. He gets some early points and then tries to keep Floyd from scoring. Yeah, landed some pretty good body punches there. That shit's just ridiculous. I wish he'd stop doing that. But 1 body punch, kind of grazed him there, and then 3 body punches. The moves Mayweather, boom, left hand. He's beating his ass right now. Controlling him. Just shutting him down, right? Floyd wants to get close and he wants to hold, right? Or maybe he wants to smother him, I'm not sure. But he wants to get inside and... No, Floyd's just trying to get inside and go to the body. Right? He knows he has to break this guy down. Because no way can an MMA fighter that's drained at the weight is going to be able to go the distance, right? And you could... Whoa. And you could... Going to the body makes a lot of sense when you're fighting a guy that doesn't have the stamina either, right? Floyd gets a little body punch, but Conor answers with 2 and slips and counters, right? Boom! Best punch of the fight, probably, right? Mayweather's struggling to hit this dude. Grazing punches. Gets him to the body. Now he's adding the left hook into it, right? Floyd has to become more aggressive. He just has to take more chances. Because this guy's outworking him. He's controlling the distance. He's able to dictate to Mayweather, right? He's dancing around him. Floyd doesn't have the footwork to keep up with this guy. He's following him around the ring. Did I just miss some punches? Yapping a little bit. Whoa, looks like another low blow, man. What's up, Floyd? Blatant low blows, man. Floyd's cheating, right? Break this guy down. Too much movement. He can't handle it. He's getting frustrated. He's getting outboxed. He's low blowing. Boom. Another jab. Right? Jesus Christ, Mayweather, what are you doing? That's like right on the junk or the inner thigh or... Jesus, my guy, what are you doing? Another low blow. He's just straight... Oh, but look, it's Robert Bird. We know Floyd's brother's not gonna say anything, right? Jesus Christ. Right? McGregor's moving too much for him, so you low blow him. Try to hit the legs, hit the groin, right? Just cheat to impede his mobility. You see McGregor's control game. He's got a control game. It's not very good, but it's better than Floyd's control game in this fight anyway. So he answers with borderline, I would say, maybe low. Boom. Once again, slips and counters and sends Floyd back, right? He's schooling Mayweather, isn't he? Yeah, out jabbing him, out countering him. Floyd's just, at this point in time, just going low. He's having a tremendous time with this MMA fighter. Floyd's not looking sharp at all, right? Getting embarrassed, missing his right hand. McGregor's head movement's good. I mean, he fights with his hands low a lot of the times. But jab, body shot. You know, if McGregor had the stamina, he probably would have just outworked Mayweather, right? I don't know. Maybe Mayweather would have broken him down anyway, but whoop, he's able to get the pull counter in there. That was just a weird punch by McGregor. Gets him with a nice pull counter. McGregor didn't set his punch up. Grazing punch, but good scoring blow. That was a pretty good blow. Enters with the body shot and a rabbit punch. Look at McGregor looking at the clock, right? He's feeling the pace, man. He doesn't have the stamina to do this. And Floyd's exploiting that by, cheating. McGregor wants to hold now. Look, his mouth is wide open. He's breathing hard. He can't do this boxing shit. He doesn't have the experience. He probably doesn't know how to breathe as a boxer, you know what I mean? He's not used to using his hands this much. So his muscle endurance, is more geared toward wrestling and fighting with smaller gloves and all that other stuff that I don't know anything about. Because I don't watch much MMA. But, 4 rounds in, Conor McGregor is clearly outboxing Mayweather. He's controlling. He's schooling Mayweather. Which isn't to say that Floyd wouldn't have adjusted and found better punches and outboxed him over the course of the fight. But, if McGregor had stamina, he just needs to win 2 more rounds in the following 8. Just 2 out of the next 8. And we have a draw, right? But that was never gonna happen. Even if he did have the stamina and shit. We all know Floyd probably got 3 out of those first 4 rounds on all 3 judges' scorecards. But it was an interesting fight, and I think it exposed... Well, I already knew it anyway, but it showed yet again that Floyd Mayweather's ability fighting coming forward is very limited. He has trouble with southpaws, and he's used to fighting smaller fighters his entire career, except for a few notable exceptions. Floyd Mayweather has always had a reach and height advantage over his opponents, and that allowed him to back away from them and keep them at a distance. And you see how that sort of advantage, how important it is, and how it makes your life easier to cherry pick smaller fighters, to fight smaller fighters. Because Conor McGregor, an MMA fighter who, even though he's showing some promise as a boxer potentially, he is what he is at this point in time. Not that good. But just because he's able to use his range and keep Mayweather at a distance, all of a sudden, a guy who's considered some kind of a great sweet scientist looks very average and ordinary, right? And I know he's old also and blah, 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 but Floyd was never very good coming forward in his career, and he was very basic. He didn't even have much of a jab coming forward. It was all about the right hand and the occasional hook. Here and there, he'd throw an uppercut and blah, 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 but he's always was a very limited fighter, and he used his coming forward and used his physical advantages to fight going backwards. And the few fights where, let's say Miguel Cotto, his opponent was giving him lots of movement, right? He had a tough time closing the distance. Or when, you could even say about Victor Ortiz. Actually, that fight was very similar to this fight. If you go watch it, Ortiz was outboxing Mayweather. There was another fight where Floyd struggled. For example, with DeMarcus Corley, not only a southpaw, but a guy that Mayweather decided to fight in the pocket, right? He had a very difficult time dealing with, a good fighter, but not a great fighter. Gave Floyd a very tough fight. So, if you thought Kell Brook, who arguably won one round against Golovkin, exposed Golovkin and gave him problems, what the fuck did we just watch here, right? Exactly. Anyway, just some thoughts about this interesting fight and what it was. And shout out to, I don't know what this channel is, but you could just look up Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor, full fight from inside the arena. And you can go watch it yourself. Maybe I'll continue this film study if I feel like it and find the time. But for the time being, thank you for watching.